Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Runaway Bride twist. Will this character's wedding flop hard? The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers reveal that the show could be gearing up for a Runaway Bride twist, which could lead to a certain character's wedding flopping hard. YNR's next marriage ceremony could end in disaster, so let's talk about how things might play out. Back when Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway and Devin Winters Brighton James got hitched, Audra Charles Zulika Silver made her feelings about marital unions known. Although Audra tried to play up her belief that marriage was archaic and overrated, she was still the one to catch the bouquet at the reception. Of course, now we've got Holden Novak Nathan Owens acting surprised over Audra settling down in a committed relationship with Nate Hastings Sean Dominic. That's something that has no doubt surprised Audra as well, since she was previously more of a no-strings-attached kind of girl. Audra doesn't like to give her heart away, since that makes it possible for it to be broken. With all this in mind, the show seems to be setting Audra up for a crushing downfall. Audra should come clean with Nate right away when it came to her past with Holden, but she chose to keep her mouth shut. There are clearly some other secrets buried in Audra's history that she doesn't want anyone to know about. Holden helped Audra out of a jam back when she worked for Tucker McCall, Trevor St. John, and whatever that jam was must been a doozy. Could Audra have gone to prison if Holden hadn't intervened? If so, Audra might potentially still face charges depending on whatever gets revealed down the road. Regardless, Audra's feelings about marriage may evolve to the point where she agrees to marry Nate. It's easy to picture Nate locking in an Audra engagement in the not-too-distant future. That might even lead to an extra speedy wedding if Audra and Nate want to tie the knot before Amy Lewis Valerie Pettiford passes away. Amy has become like a mother figure to Audra, so we could buy the idea of Audra and Nate throwing their ceremony together quickly so she could be there. Unfortunately, Nate and Audra's potential attempt to wed may not go according to plan. Could that be when Audra and Holden's past connection gets revealed? Nate might dump Audra at the altar if he realizes how much she's piled on the deception. It could lead to Audra running away in tears, that is if she even makes it to the wedding at all. We could also imagine Audra being a runaway bride who bails on the ceremony altogether if she fears the walls are closing in. It could lead to Nate getting stood up before ultimately realizing Audra's been lying to him. No matter how it all goes down, YNR has laid the groundwork for Audra and Nate to potentially have a wedding day. Now that they've introduced this shady situation with Holden, they've also set the stage for Audra's heartbreak. That could mean Audra's nuptials will fall apart in the end, so stick with us for more wedding-related predictions and updates on any bad news that's brewing. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Audra has some devastation ahead no matter what. Wedding season is officially in full swing, and with it, the anticipation surrounding one of the most highly anticipated nuptials of the year. Phyllis Summers and Nick Newman have been steadily building their relationship, and fans have been eagerly waiting for them to walk down the aisle. Their chemistry is undeniable, and both have been through their fair share of heartbreak and betrayal. Phyllis, who has always had a tumultuous relationship history, is finally finding a measure of peace with Nick by her side. But as the couple sets their wedding date, things start to get complicated and fast. As the big day draws near, the cracks in their relationship become more visible. Nick is dealing with his own insecurities, and Phyllis, though outwardly confident, struggles with the pressure of living up to her past mistakes and the mistakes of those around her. Phyllis is no stranger to dramatic exits. Could she be on the verge of making yet another one? This time from the altar. The stage is set for what could easily be one of the most iconic runaway bride moments in soap history. The Runaway Bride twist. Phyllis has always been known for her fiery personality, her ambition, and her ability to stir the pot. But is she truly ready to settle down? As the day of the wedding approaches, Phyllis starts to have second thoughts. Could it be that she's not really in love with Nick as much as she thought, or is there someone else waiting in the wings who might steal her heart away? The idea of Phyllis bolting from the altar isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, it's becoming more likely as the cracks in her relationship with Nick deepen. As Phyllis grapples with her feelings, Nick begins to notice the signs of her hesitation. The tension between them builds to a boiling point. Phyllis becomes increasingly evasive, avoiding deep conversations about their future. Despite their undeniable attraction, Nick wonders if he's being set up for disappointment once again. With each passing day, his doubt and frustration grow. Will he find out Phyllis's true intentions before it's too late? The day of the wedding arrives, and the entire city of Genoa is buzzing with excitement. The ceremony is set to take place in one of the most romantic venues in town, and the guest list is filled with familiar faces. But as the clock ticks down to the ceremony, something feels off. The air is thick with anticipation, and no one knows what's about to unfold. As Phyllis stands in front of the mirror, her bridal gown shimmering, she suddenly faces the overwhelming pressure of the moment. Will she walk down the aisle and commit to a future with Nick, or will she make a bold move and break free, choosing a different path? The other side of the story, Nick's struggle. Nick has been through his own share of heartbreak, from his failed marriages to the drama that constantly surrounds the Newman family. He thought he had found something real with Phyllis, someone who understood him, someone who could balance out his chaotic world. But as Phyllis begins to pull away, Nick starts to question whether he's truly ready to move forward or if he's just repeating old patterns. Nick has always been a man of conviction, but his relationship with Phyllis has tested his limits. He loves her, but is his love enough to hold her close, or is the reality of their situation too overwhelming? With Phyllis becoming more distant, Nick struggles to figure out if he's the one pushing her away or if she's simply too scared to fully commit. The stakes couldn't be higher for him. If Phyllis pulls a classic runaway bride move, it will send shockwaves through Nick's heart and rip apart any hope of a stable future. It's not just about love anymore, it's about his ability to trust again and whether he can ever believe in forever with anyone. Nick may have to face the hard truth that the woman he wants to build a life with may not feel the same. What does this mean for Genoa City? If Phyllis bails on her wedding to Nick, it will have massive ramifications for everyone in Genoa City. Sharon Newman, who has been an important part of Nick's life, could find herself in the middle of this crisis once again. Old wounds may reopen as Sharon wrestles with her own feelings for Nick and the impact this event will have on her family. Sharon and Phyllis are no strangers to rivalry, and this situation could reignite old grudges and resentments. Meanwhile, Summer Newman and Kyle Abbott will be forced to navigate the fallout of their parents' relationship drama. Summer has always had a soft spot for Phyllis, but what if she feels betrayed by her mother's inability to go through with her commitment? Kyle, ever the loyal son, may have his own feelings about the toll Phyllis's actions could take on Nick. Will this runaway bride moment damage relationships in ways we haven't even anticipated? There's also the potential for new romance in the midst of chaos. With Phyllis possibly walking away from Nick, could another character step in to offer her the love and stability she so desperately seeks? Genoa City is never short on eligible bachelors and bachelorettes, and Phyllis's unpredictable nature means she could quickly find herself tangled in a new, unexpected love triangle. Is Phyllis really the one who will run? It's important to remember that in The Young and the Restless, no wedding is ever truly safe. Whether it's an unexpected guest, a dark secret, or a sudden change of heart, anything can happen. Phyllis's possible runaway bride moment may not even be the last twist in this story. Could there be an even bigger shocker looming just beyond the horizon? While Phyllis may appear to be the one poised for a dramatic exit, there are others who could pull the rug out from under us. Victoria Newman, for example, has been dealing with her own complicated feelings about love and commitment. Could she step in and make a surprising move that diverts attention from Phyllis's drama, or perhaps Nikki Newman, always lurking in the shadows, could have an unexpected intervention that changes the course of events entirely? Final thoughts. One thing is for sure, The Young and the Restless knows how to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. As the wedding date looms, fans will be eagerly awaiting what happens next. Will Phyllis make a dramatic exit from her wedding and leave Nick heartbroken, or will she find the courage to walk down the aisle and finally find happiness with the man she loves? Either way, Genoa City will never be the same again. Stay tuned, because this Runaway Bride twist may just be the start of something much bigger and much more explosive than anyone could have predicted.